You're listening to the Nash Rockett Media Experiment.
I got a rocket in my bucket and a roll in my wall. So baby, don't
Come on now. You have to admit, that is the coolest theme song of anybody in media. Right or wrong? Yes or no? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think. I happen to like it a lot. Welcome to episode 20. The Nash Rockett channel. Happy Hump Day. That's the stupidest name in the history of anything. Really, Happy Hump Day. I know, yeah, we're halfway to the weekend, but it's such a stupid name. And it's been going on since like the 40s or 30s or something like that. To me, it seems like it should be called something different, like what it is. Midway to the weekend day. Midway day, or equidistant day from one weekend to the other. Or halfway to getting trashed and puking on Broadway day. That is a Nashville honky-tonk reference. Camels, really? I mean, they're such despicable creatures. I mean, they're cantankerous, they smell, they spit. Totally uncooperative without proper training. There's a joke there, but it's political, but I'm not going to go there. But you know what? I'm told that camels are actually a very tasty animal, despite all their bad habits and their bad behavior. If you are a steak man or girl or woman or lady, if you are like a steak person, they're supposed to be fabulous. I mean, they're considered a delicacy in the Middle East. And you know, the hump of the camel in culinary, what's the word I'm looking for? In the culinary world is supposed to be the creme de la creme, or hump de la hump. What hump? Remember that movie? Hey, Mom, what are we having for dinner? Honey, it's hump day. Yay! Now, see, that makes sense, doesn't it? That makes sense. It's hump day. Happy hump day. I will say the Geico thing with the hump. Hey, Mike. That was pretty funny. Before we get to the Daily Nash, I have to share a couple things with you that are making me absolutely crazy. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm diabetic. Although I have totally reversed my diabetes through exercise and amazing nutrition, I still take my blood and get my blood, checked every 90 days, and I take, I do this thing, where whatever. Anyway, I am just fed up with these things right here. I don't know whether or not you can see them. It's the Vario One Touch. Okay, and so if any of you are diabetic and think that you have a better solution than these, insert your favorite expletive here. These things, the entire last batch, and they come in like two little vials like this, when you get them, and the entire last batch, both of these, which is like 200 of them, I would say 2/3 of them were bad and said strip is bad. Retest. So you have to throw that away and retest it. But anyway, I'm just going to show you here. So I get the new batch and I start those this morning. And the first 5 that I tried of the new batch sucked. Had to throw them away, and I got a little angry, and I said really bad words. I did. And you watch, this is going to be bad. Oh, okay. So, of course, when I'm scorching them live online, sweet. 82, by the way. It's 82 for me. And I just had an hour ago, 2 pieces of pizza. You're going, oh my God, Rocket Man, you're my hero. Anyway, that's going to be a part of our announcement coming up a little bit later today and next week. Anyway, I'm done with these strips. I don't care. They just, when I'm by myself and I try to do them, I have to go through 4 or 5 of them before I get a reading. So if any of you know a better solution than the Vario One Touch, let me know. I am ready. Now, I guess it's possible that it's the meter itself. I don't know. But the strip, it says the strip is invalid, blah, 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 whatever. And I've gone to the pharmacy and they say, oh, sorry, we can't do anything about that. You'll have to contact the manufacturer. I'm not going to go to the trouble to contact the manufacturer for $6. Are you kidding me? It's just a pain in the butt. Come on, man. Anyway, I'm done with Varia. So here's some stuff that I'm not done with yet. As you know, I used to be a fatty because I got sick and I couldn't walk and move, and I had to have surgery, vascular surgery, and to clear all that up. And during that 7-year period, I got very unhealthy and my diabetes went through the roof, and I gained about 50 pounds and got up to 240. At the moment, I am 184. And I'm just taking a little time off and maintaining. And this fall, I'm going to head down to 160 so that I can get back to the weight that I was when I was on television. And you can go see that at G. Rockett Phillips on TV, on Facebook. I mean, I was a skinny mini. And I was looking at that when I was sick, and I'm going, dear Lord, just give me the strength and the energy to do what I need to do to get kind of halfway back. I am over halfway back to that, but I want to get all the way. Anyway, so I've done that following a very strict ketogenic diet. And let me just show you this guy here. This is called Zone Perfect. It is absolutely amazing. So just quickly, we'll do some more shows on this specifically. This thing is awesome. It's a perfect blend of 5% carb, 20% protein, and 75% fat, which healthy fats, which are the universal macros for the keto regimen. And it tastes pretty good too. This is the butter pecan. It tastes good. The white chocolate comes in second best in the Nash Rockett taste test, and the pineapple coconut tastes like shite with a little horse piss. So I'd stay away from the pineapple coconut. I thought I was going to get a little pina colada, but no, did not work out that way. The butter pecan is tasty. Here's the best practice tip for you, though. I'm not a fan of drinking it like right out of the carton. I'd rather get seven ice cubes and pour it in and crank that mother up for 30 seconds. And let me tell you, Michelangelo himself couldn't have painted a better meal replacement shake in the perfect proportions to keep you fat adapted and totally full. It's awesome. It's really, really good. You can get them online, of course, and they're not a sponsor. I'm just sharing information for you, trying to provide value to those of you who have a weight struggle and a diabetes struggle, as I have had. You can get them online. Also got them at Target or Target, as Mama Rockett used to call it, and at Publix grocery stores, Publix markets. There's one other thing here I want to share with you are these guys, these keto cups. They are really tasty. You get them at Whole Foods. Now, I will say they're a little pricey. This bucket here, I know it's not a bucket, but I call everything you hold stuff in a bucket. This bucket here costs about $10, and I think there are, 8 of them in there, but they're tasty. They're really good. So I'm keeping the keto, the perfect keto, and the snacks. I like those a whole lot. There's a big announcement that I have to make. Next Wednesday is going to be the official launch of the Nash Rockett Media Experiment. I'm all grown up and going to have a business. It's weird. I know. It makes no sense to me either. What is it? It's a full-blown podcast production and distribution network with a lot of different podcasts on a lot of different subjects to help young businesses and home businesses, entrepreneurial enterprises expand their reach into whatever the market they're trying to reach. And it is predicted by those who predict things. It's predicted that the podcast model will grow revenues from 2018, which was last year, to 2020 by a very impressive 30%. Now, I'm no math major, but I know that's better than what you get now, right? And that's the podcast end of it. The video market, the marketing end of it is even more impressive. Listen to this. 51% of marketing professionals worldwide say that video online as a type of content has and produces the best ROI, return on investment. Marketers who use video grow revenue 49% faster than those who do not. And I love this, right? This little stat. 64% of consumers make a purchase after watching branded social videos. That's lots of folks, I think. So moving forward, this company that I'm launching is going to be perfect. We'll do podcast and video. The podcast will go on, places that just have audio only, right? Like iTunes, those sort of things, wherever you get your podcast. And then the entire thing, like this one, the video and the audio, will go on places like Facebook and YouTube and wherever else you consume videos online. And who is this targeted? It's aimed at realtors, attorneys, personal trainers, and yes, Angie Turner, even cookie designers. If you are a young entrepreneur and you're trying, and I don't mean young in age, but I mean young and new to the business of trying to make it work yourself, you're like me. You don't have a staff. You don't have the resources for a staff, and so you got to do it all yourself. That's where I come in, because those are my skill sets, and I can help you with your business, help grow your business with your very own custom podcast and video cast, YouTube channel, whatever, that will help you grow your business. And frankly, if you don't have that, and you don't have that attack in your market, you are leaving money on the table. That's what I have found and discovered. And that's what the Nash Rockett Media Experiment is all about. So if you know of anyone who might fall into this category, have them get in touch with me. And for sure, watch next week's Facebook Live and the YouTube channel, episode 21. Oh my God. It just occurred to me. This is launching the 21st episode of the YouTube channel on the 21st of August. That was not even planned, but I think that's cool. I love it when things like that happen. Now, here's something of note. Time is only going to permit me to take on a handful of clients. And by a handful, I don't even mean a handful. I mean like a couple, particularly the first couple of months. So keep that in mind when you pass this information along. Maybe it's you. Maybe you want to have a podcast customized for your business. Holla at me. All the details will be on the new website when we officially launch next week with the pricing and audio samples and video samples. So I hope you will continue to support what I do. Hey, it's time for the Daily Nash. Here's what's happening in Music City today. At the Grand Ole Opry tonight, Josh Turner is headlining. Russell Dickerson, Mitchell Tenpenny, Daly and Vincent, and Aaron Weber. I look at this name, Mitchell Tenpenny. I don't know him. I haven't listened to his music, but it reminds me, every time I go to Oklahoma, I go to Oklahoma for Christmas and the holidays, and I get almost to Oklahoma, and I see a sign about Tahlequah, Oklahoma, the home of Sonny Six Killer. And I'm going, man, that's the greatest name I've ever heard in my life. I've often just thought of just changing my name to Sonny Six Killer. That's just a great name. And I just got to thinking about it. Actually, he was a big college football star and played at the University of Washington. I don't know why he played at Washington when he grew up in Oklahoma. Anyway, I always thought that'd be a great Netflix crime drama. Six Killer and Tenpenny. What? Don't you think? I think that'd be cool. What do I know? Anyway, Charlie Mars is at the Bluebird tonight, and a reminder, it's open mic night at the Bluebird every Monday night from now until September 10th. If you want to go to the Bluebird open mic, you have to call them on Monday morning at 10 o'clock. No, sorry, my bad, 11 o'clock. And then the first 25 people that call get to be on open mic night. And obviously, it's just a frenzy of calling because everybody wants to play at the Bluebird because it's such amazing exposure. So just file that away. That's on the Monday nights. Today's Honk Tonk Spotlight, my friends. Country music superstar Alan Jackson is keeping it country down on Broadway with AJ's Good Time Bar. Alan Jackson. AJ's Good Time Bar. It's right down there on Broadway with the kind of country music that made Nashville famous. It's within walking distance to the Ryman, and the Country Music Hall of Fame as well. It features 3 floors and a rooftop bar with the most stunning view of the city. It is a cool place if you've not been to AJ's. And I love that guy. I really do. And they pride themselves on the tradition of country music that made Nashville famous. Now, Alan Jackson, just to remind you, a couple of years ago at the Country Music Awards, when Beyonce came out and started doing what Beyonce does, this is not a judgment toward Beyonce. It just seemed like it didn't fit there. Alan Jackson, AJ, he gets up and he just leaves. I thought that was hysterical. Anyway, that's Alan Jackson and his commitment to the tradition of the best known honky-tonk music in Nashville and what made it famous. Also, this building that it's in was once a Civil War hospital. A lot of tradition and historical things here. This building was the first used record store in Nashville and the home of Bullet Records. So you're going to have a great time at AJ's Good Time Bar. And that's our feature today, and that's what's happening. That's the Daily Nash. Thank you for hanging out. And we will see you next Wednesday with our major announcement about the Nash Rockett Media Experiment.